So, today is this Lion's portal, which is the most powerful day for manifesting of the year. And it just so happened to fall on the day that I decided to come back. So that's cool. I'm going to turn off my reverb over here. And so, how perfect is that? Let's see. Turn you off. Turn you off. Turn you off. That's better. You can hear me better, right? Hi, love. How are you? Audio is good? Good. Thank you. It's interesting because I wanted to start with the root chakra because it just so happens that the music for this is in the key of C, which is the solar plexus chakra, but it doesn't match the 528 frequencies and 741. These two match, and these happen to be for manifesting. This is also for manifesting, but it clashes, so I needed to make separate music. This is 126.22 for the solar plexus. I don't know who came up with this scale. It's not a solfeggio frequency like these are, these gold ones. But it happened to work with this solfeggio frequency, which is 396, which is for the root. So I paired those two up with this first piece of music, and it kind of created, for me, when I was testing all this out, this is the music for the first part. This was very grounding for me. So, but when I tried to use all of these in the same music, this is what happens. So, see how that clashes? No bueno. So, and I made two separate pieces, and that's why there was that pause in the middle, in case you're wondering what that was about. And this is the second piece. This is the 528 hertz, 741 hertz. So all of these hertz are supposed to maximize, amplify your ability to manifest on this day, any day, but especially this day, because this is the big day. And I'm not going to pretend to know, or pretend like I know a whole lot about astrology. All I know is that it's fascinating, and why not? You know, you have nothing to lose by not by engaging in these types of modalities, events. But if you don't do them, there's nothing to gain. So why not? At the very least, the placebo effect works, and you can just believe that they work. But the most important thing when trying to manifest is having the faith that whatever you're asking for is on the way. And so I have been deliberately manifesting for years, not living by on autopilot by default. I live very deliberately, and so I wanted to take this time now because it's important to be yourself when you're trying to manifest. Don't manifest for anybody else. Make sure that what you're asking for is going to serve you. And know that the only way that things are going to come into your life is if you're being yourself. So I wanted to bring my journal out and do some writing with you. So if you're still here and you're working on writing, if you haven't written yet what you want to attract, because today is the strongest day. Yesterday Yesterday and tomorrow are also good days to be working on manifesting. So these are the 3 most important days to not be thinking about the past, not dwelling on the past, not, listening to sad music. Don't do any of that. Don't think about what you don't want. Don't think about illness. Don't think about all those things. So let's just wipe that from your mind. Anytime one of these thoughts comes into your mind, go like this. I release that thought. Literally, wipe your forehead and wake it off. And then immediately jump back to that thought of the thing that you want. If you want this house in this specific place, you better nail down the color of those shutters. Be very specific. Because unless you're very specific, the universe, God, whoever, wherever this magnetic force that draws these things to us won't know what to give us. So we have to be very deliberate, very specific. And so if you're doing that, and you're doing it for yourself, and you're doing your very best in life, you're really giving it your all, showing up every day for yourself to be better and to be good, then these things will come at just the right time when you're ready. And so get out a piece of paper or a journal. A journal would be good because then you'd more likely do this more often, because you can do this every full moon. I like to do this because that's when the energies are higher, and it just makes it when there's more energy around, then energy draws energy. So you're just trying to pull more in. So that's why the things that you should do on days when the energies astrologically are running high are work with frequencies. This is definitely one of the number one things to do. Do journal, do yoga, do meditate, any holistic practice, because it will connect you more to source. It will. And the one thing that I always would say when I used to teach yoga, if you were to take anything away from my class, the breath would be the most important thing. Because if you're doing yoga and you're not incorporating the breath, you're not really doing yoga. You are moving your body. But yoga literally means to yoke mind, body, spirit. And so the breath is the prana, the life force energy that clears blockages, stimulates, it calms the nervous system, and makes it possible for energy to flow. So you've got all these channels in our body, and when they're blocked, the energy can't flow. But by simply breathing deeply, let's do this right now, 3 deep breaths, and then you'll understand. Inhale. Hold your breath for 3 seconds. Exhale. Hold your breath for 3 seconds. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale last time. Hold. And exhale. And then just notice your state now, like before and now. And it's important to assess before you do something that's supposed to change your state, so that you can compare, benchmark, So, but I bet you feel a little bit better having taken 3 deep breaths. So, the very first thing you should do every day is center yourself, ground yourself. If you can get your bare feet on the ground, do that and take as many deep breaths as you can, but at least 3, okay? And so I'm going to check the chat and make sure that you're not saying something important. Let's see. August 8th is a significant astrological phenomenon as the sun's transit in Leo resonates with the star Sirius, celebrating powerful energy pathway. Thank you, Fee, for that. Yes, I believe I am now a master manifester of all things good that desire, and I'm changed into being purely positive energy and vibrational form. The big day forward. This big day forward. Thank you, Brian. That's beautiful. That's something I wanted to say too. Like, if you have the courage to put in the chat or in a comment what it is that you're trying to manifest, then you're doing some good, strong work. Because, like, writing it out, speaking it, those are super strong ways, but sharing it with millions of people, like, wow, that's really strong work. That's confidence, that's courage. It takes courage to say what you want. And even if you want to be a little cryptic, you can just say, you know, if courage is something you're working on, just throw up a lion or something, you know. Or just throw up a lion anyway, because it's Lion's Day, and it's you putting your mark on today, like showing up for yourself and for this community of people who are just trying to be better, because we need more people just trying to be better in this world. Am I wrong? I don't think so. So, let's see. The first I wrote this before I even started. I don't even remember, because I get into like a high place, and then when I'm doing this, I see myself connecting with all the right people and resources to achieve a life of wealth and abundance. I am ready for this now in 2024. So, all of this stuff back here, I'm kind of abandoning the idea of, like, I used to say that, and I still think, The Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks is a very life-changing, profound book. And a big part of it in that book, there's tons of books of this nature, and in that one it says, like, don't put a number on, just say that there's like an abundance. There's no exact number, but it's just not numberless, but there's a free-flowing amount of abundance at all times when I need it. But when you're very specific about what it is that you want, then it's okay to be very specific about how much you want to attract. So money-wise, like, there's nothing wrong with wanting more money. And I used to always say, I always want to have just enough. Like, I want to be unlimited and have just enough. Well, with my new endeavors, with my new dreams, being more specific and saying I want lots of wealth is important, because I want to be able to hire my friends. I want to be able to provide jobs for people who, like, really want to live a good life and be good and spread good. And so if I'm trying to manifest these things, having money already so that when the time comes I have it to give, that's what I want, instead of like writing down that I have a unlimited amount and that the money will come when I need it. Like, I want to be able to make decisions and the money already be there, so I can just go ahead and make that purchase instead of work on attracting it and then waiting for it to come. So I think that that's okay, and I've shifted my perspective, because thinking that way has gotten me that. Like, I have never been in a place where I've needed. I've always worked very hard to have exactly as much as I need. I have exactly as much as I need, and I haven't ever wanted for anything, and I'm so blessed to be able to say that. Like, so blessed, and I'm so grateful, and gratitude is key, because that's the other attracting element, is long as you are always giving thanks for the things that you have, then the universe, God, the forces know what you want, what you like, so they can give you more. So I am trying to attract an abundance of wealth, and there's no reason I can't get that if I keep showing up, doing my best, being good, and there's no reason. Just watch me. I'll be the proof will be in the pudding. Just come back next year this time and I'll show you, because I'm gonna work really hard, and I have been working really hard, and now I'm at a place where it's like the jumping off point. Like, it's like, okay, I've built this foundation. That's why I wanted to make those 3 videos that I just made, because I wanted a little bit more for people to land on than these live streams, which I love, and I think that other people really enjoy. But I wanted other people to be able to see that I can do more, and so I'm really excited for you to all see what's coming. But I intend to be here more often for live streaming. I'm not gonna set a date every time. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm here every single Thursday, but I would like to be here every Thursday. But either way, I will be here every week in some form, whether it be a video or a live. Let's see. Amy. A horrible past 18 months. I don't just want to manifest happiness, but I am going to grab it and squeeze joy and positivity out of it. That's beautiful, Amy. Thank you for saying that. That's really good. Yes. And that's like picking ourselves up by our bootstraps. Like, even when shit is hard, even when things are miserable, like, you gotta dig deep into yourself and surround yourself by things that will foster growth and prompt positivity, like frequencies, like yoga, like breathing. If you're depressed and you are listening to depressing music, listening to just basic mainstream music, you could still be attracting more of that negativity. So it is so important to, yes, feel your feelings and work through them, and sometimes sad music can help that, but also make sure that sad music is healthy. Like the chakra series that I made, that's all healthy music. Some of it's very sad sounding, or it depends on your taste, but that's because I was healing in that point. I'm still healing. We're always healing, but that music was there to create a space for you to feel your feelings. And now I feel, with this 432 hertz stuff, like, I'm giddy all the time. Like, I feel good, and I don't know if it's the music or if it's just that I've had some time to work through some things and just decided to get over some things, and that no one can make me feel a certain way. I'm responsible for my own feelings and reality, and it's a very freeing thing. And so I think that I need to spread that and share it. Fiona, I love that name, Fiona. I was anti-everything 3 months ago, just so skeptical. Binaural beats led me to meditative success, which led me to, defeating PTSD triggers daily in battles, and I didn't know I could win. Wow. That's awesome to be able to say defeated PTSD. That's fantastic. Yeah, there's a lot of validity. Like, there's a lot of power in those frequency, binaural beats, brainwaves, frequencies. Like, seriously. And it's undeniable. Like, there's scientific proof, evidence that shows that this stuff actually works. Just because we can't, like, read a medicine label that says XYZ does not mean that it doesn't work, because this has been around longer than any of us, and it's super amazing. Heart chakra beats, let me lock. Sorry, my computer's very far away from me. Let's see, heart chakra beats, let me lock my energy to love. So I can approach even self-hate with love. I feel you, girl. Like that. When I first set off on all this stuff, I am a skeptic to the nth degree. That's why I always kind of give like this what's this word? Disclaimer. Like, if it works, it works. If you think it works, it works. I don't know if it actually, but I do feel like it really does work. But to help open the minds of people who are skeptic like I was, and still am, I always say that, because there's no harm in, trying. There's nothing to lose and only something to gain from trying. And it's fun. Like, this is a whole other world of information and things that you can play with, and so why not? Especially, like, I started with, what I was going to say is chakras and crystals. Simply by being in the presence of a crystal, your vibration is higher. So it makes it so that people are more fascinated with you. People are more drawn to you. Things are going to be drawn to you more. And so why not play with them? Why not hold them? Why not wear them? Why not use them in couple with frequency? Because it should amplify the process and specialize the process. So this is the heart chakra one. Speaking of, this is a rose quartz. Rose quartz coupled with 741 hertz. What did I say about 741 hertz? That's one thing I need to deliberately attract, is a better memory for information. It's like I retain just enough information to get by, but I don't hold any extra. Does anyone know what I mean like that? This keeps going off. Sorry. There you are. So you can put this on your body. So if we're ever here together and you have crystals and I'm doing my thing, put the crystals over your chakras and it'll maximize the time we're here together, because this is a healing session. You can check self-care off your list when we're here together, so that's really nice. And just like by journaling, that's why I really encourage you to journal while you're here, because you can go back and look and see how your life progresses having incorporated these things into your life. Because like, I have been in the healing world since I was 21 and I'm 37. I've never said that out loud to my public before, because I thought that there was something wrong with aging. But it's not aging, it's living. And because I've been doing all of these things, I think that's why I'm so healthy. But it wasn't until I started incorporating frequency into my healing only a year ago did I really take off. So I'm all about like yoga, crystals, plant medicine, which I wish we could talk about more here, but I'll eventually start a Rumble and we can talk freely about that sort of stuff there. But one thing at a time. Hi Kara, how are you? Thank you for being here. Wayne, what did you just say? Music is my medicine. Yeah, my soul reviver, my heartbeat. For me, music is the lifeblood of the soul, the very essence of existence, one of the foundations upon which civilization was established. I couldn't agree with you more, Wayne. That's beautiful. What's your favorite kind of music? Because I know you've been with me for a while, and I'm grateful for that. But healing, when I started with the chakras, and that was a great place to start, because I was able to dial in, narrow down on specific issues and really start to figure out where neat work was needed. And because we're always trying to get back to the light. We come come from the light. The light, source. We come from source, and we are always trying to get back to source. And children, when you're born into whatever you're born into, within those first 7 years, you're this sponge, just like trying to get back to the light, because you're so close from the light. You just got here, and so you're just taking everything in. And if what you're taking in is negative energy, chaos, then you're always going to think that chaos is love, and it's not. And so it's so important to identify these things and understand, because until I knew that my idea of love was chaos, I wasn't able to identify the fact that I was addicted to chaos. And when I had that realization, I was incredibly freed, because I realized that these perpetual habits, these things that I kept doing that would totally fuck up my life for, bouts of time at different parts, it had patterns. It had really bad, unhealthy patterns. And as soon as I was told, you're addicted to chaos, I was like, oh, and I was able to pinpoint my moments where I was looking for something that would fuck my life up. And I would just identify it and be like, oh, okay, let's step back. Let's get back on track. And since then I've been good. And I had a therapist tell me that. Amanda, I love you. And so, yeah. Addiction's a bitch. And that's something that we always have to work on if we have that tendency. And chaos can be something as simple as a parent not saying I love you enough, or it can be as tragic as abuse. And it's important to face those things, and by working with the chakras and putting yourself in a safe space like this, and connecting with people who are also on this journey, who may have something that they could share. So if you have something to share, oh, Fiona, thank you for joining my tribe. I'm so excited to show you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go live for tribe members soon. And you get all behind the scenes stuff. So check out my join button if you're here and you're curious. I'm not the best self-promoter, but I'd love for you to take a look at what I offer there. It's like $6.99 a month, and that definitely goes a long way in helping me. So the more people who are interested in me, the further I'll get pushed out into YouTube world. And so please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this. And yeah. Oh, Kelsey, what'd you say? Oh, wait. The cornerstone of human exploration, the foremost mode of expression for millennia, amongst art, the pulse of creative spirit and imagination. Yeah, it's a pulse. It's their pulse. You said it beautifully. How eloquent, Wayne. Thank you. Kelsey, journaling has helped me stay aware of what mindset I'm in. Yeah. It's easy for me to forget as well. Memory is something I'd love to strengthen. Yeah, I'm curious about memory, because I think it has a lot to do with stuff that happened in the past that we have tendencies to suppress. If anybody has any knowledge on that, please chat on it, because I'd love to know. Because I'm here to learn too. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything, but I do know a lot about healing. And I know a lot about these different modalities. I've been a yoga teacher since I was 22 and 23. And that's the starting point. I started doing yoga. I became a yoga teacher just to learn more about spirituality. And so I took another yoga teacher training, and then another one, and then another one. So I've taken over 1,000 hours of yoga teacher training, so I have a pretty good knowledge base to stand on. And so much of this book, and so after I read that the last thing you should do is look back at the past on this day before, so I need to just erase that. What did I say? Release that thought and think about what I do want. But I was looking back at this to see if I had manifested something from the past, and I have manifested several things from the past, but I was also back at this time living for someone else, not myself. So I wasn't manifesting these things like I could have been had I been living from a place of authenticity for me. I was just trying to fulfill a void of music, because I suppressed music for 10 years. I don't know if any of you know that, but I put music on the back burner for 10 years, and music is look. And so I was trying to become this rock star yogi, teaching yoga and putting up videos and trying to make it fulfill that rock star need with yoga. And so I would try to manifest like yoga retreats, and which I did do. Like, I did host yoga retreats. I was a really great teacher, so I've been told. And but now I'm like I've stepped into my authentic self. I am a musician, and I will never turn my back on that again. And so it's so important to figure out what you want. And if you don't have a hobby, if you have no idea what you want, then make your health your hobby. And I'm not saying over-exercise or go to the gym 1,000 times a week, unless you have friends there and it's good for you, but make yourself a priority, in that you decide to look for the thing that it is that you were put here for, the thing that you're supposed to, because I think that we are all put here for a purpose to fulfill. My friend says we don't have a purpose. Our purpose is to show up and enjoy life. But I do think that we all have a gift of some kind, and even if it's basket weaving, like, you gotta figure that out. So anyway, hey Lara, your mala is guiding me through an important path of growing in my life. I am blessed to have met you, and I wish unlimited success and happiness. You're in my heart forever, Ray. Oh my gosh, Ray, hello. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Actually, coincidentally, the image that I have for this, with me holding the singing bowl with the lion, that was me wearing your mala, Ray. How coincidental is that? And I haven't talked to you since then, so that's really funny. I must have manifested you. How crazy. And that's what's perfect is the thing that you were looking for back when you reached out to me about that mala. I make malas too, by the way. You can look on my website if you're interested. And it was stuff for this, like courage, and like motivation, and everything's solar plexus. Today, about the lion, this is all about the solar plexus chakra, and making, the solar plexus, all of this, if you don't know what chakras are, they're spinning wheels of energy along our spine. And they are there. They're undeniably there. It's not hokum. It is there. They are there. And they all have different representations. They all have different colors. The rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, white. And they have different characteristics, different qualities. And so the solar plexus is all about, when this is open, we don't have issues related to self-esteem. Like, our confidence is higher, we have courage, self-control, motivation, we are open to receive inspiration, money, like career choices. We're open to receive flow of money. So that's why we were using all solar plexus tuning forks today. This is rude. But that's because I wanted to ground you guys before we started, because it's so important to be grounded. Sorry. Which is why I said the first thing you should do every day is wake up, get your feet on the ground, and take at least 3 deep breaths. Okay? Let's see. Yeah. But I feel like I've been here long enough. I've been speaking a lot, and I'm really grateful that you all are here. I love being able to say things that I've learned, so I'm not just like sitting on information. I think this is my purpose, why I was called here to share music, frequency, and information, and encourage you to be better and do better and get the life you want. To me, it feels like a push and a pull, or a pull. Sorry, the little heart, it always covers up part of the words. The push feels like light and confidence radiates outward. Yeah, that's usually when I get brave. I love that. Yeah. And you can, if you're lacking these things, the best way to get them is by doing the simple things like wearing tiger's eye if you lack courage, because even if it doesn't actually work, because it's a rock, it's a reminder that there's something that you're working on, and to take risks and always be wise, but ask yourself if you could push a little further sometimes, So wearing crystals is always a really easy way, a passive way of working your energy out. So that's why I always like to start with that for people. Which is why I started with the mala with Ray. So if you're just starting out on a spiritual lifestyle endeavors, get some crystals. Go to a rock shop, go to a crystal shop in your area, and just have fun, because they are so cool. Rocks are, they're so pretty. Let's see, I used this on you today, the citrine. I think this is like one of my all-time favorites, because it's the merchant's stone. It's good for attracting more wealth, and it's the happy stone. So you're happy and you have some money, so I wanted to use that one. And then the tiger's eyes for courage. And super, like this one both of these balance all of the lower chakras. So the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. And then I've just got a ton of crystals here. So everything in this room is coming through to you. And I recommend getting a sound bath and live in person if you can, but this totally works too. So, yeah. Next week, I'll be here 3 p.m. on Thursday, and I haven't decided what we're going to work on yet, but if you have some requests, I would love to fulfill them. So, it'll probably be something to follow up. Oh, do you hear that? It's thunder. Something to follow up from this week. And I don't know if I'll speak again, because I think that the reason I got burned out last time is because I put a lot of pressure on myself to show up, perform, and then speak. And it was an hour performing, and then I'd be like for half an hour of speaking, and I'm just going to go with the flow from now on. On my planner, let me show you this planner, because you've got to get it if you don't have it, and you got to get it. The Law of Attraction planner. It's very cool. I made Ray get it. Has it helped you? Are you still watching, Ray? And did it help you? But at the top of my, I'm not going to show you everything, but at the top of my list is always go with the flow. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be swimming upstream, right? So, If you're working on something and it's just not happening, stop. Ask yourself what you actually want to be doing. And if there's something productive you can do within that thing you actually want to be doing, not just sitting and playing video games by yourself, unless it's time for you to recharge. Sometimes taking a break is absolutely necessary, and that is you doing your best by assigning yourself a break, but just limit it and then get back to work. And ask yourself if the work you're doing is what you actually want to be doing. Because I love what I'm doing. And so I can easily sit down from 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night and just keep creating. So I have to set timers for myself to make sure I stop and eat and exercise and all these things. And that book keeps me on track. So I highly recommend getting the Law of Attraction Planner. You can get it on Amazon. Anyway, I've spoken enough and I'm gonna go. But it's been a pleasure, and I thank you so much for being here, and so much for choosing to show up for yourself and your practice. And so check self-care off your list and have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to journal if you haven't already done it with me. And let's say this together, okay? Hands to heart center. Let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy, healthy, guided, protected, motivated, inspired, valuable, successful, courageous, and free. Love and light to you, my friends. Namaste.